What's going on? Just tell me what it is. Fry, what it do? Tell us what y'all thinking. Give me the remote. I'm trying to see. Where's my anime? What's going on? Just tell me what it is. Fry, what it do? What y'all thinking? What y'all thinking? What y'all thinking? Where's my anime? Where's my anime?
Yeah, comments are working tonight.
That's good.
Cheers right here. Where's my anime? Where's my anime? Just tell me what it is. What it do? What y'all thinking? What y'all thinking? What y'all thinking? Where's my anime? Y'all ready for this? Tell us what y'all thinking.
Okay.
What y'all thinking? What y'all thinking? What y'all thinking? What y'all thinking?
Oh, there we go. Even X comments. Great.
Yeah.
Yo, cheers right here. What's going on? Just tell me what it is. Where's my anime? What it do? What y'all thinking? What y'all thinking? What y'all thinking? What y'all thinking? Where's my anime? Where's my anime? What's going on? Just tell me what it
Yeah.
is. What it do? Tell
All platformers to go.
Good.
Y'all ready for this? Tell us what y'all thinking. Yo, cheers right here. What's going on? Just tell me what it is. Fry, what it do? Tell us what y'all thinking.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Where's My Anime? This is episode 48. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X. As you can see, one of our members is gone right now on some much needed rest and leave. So I'm here, Jay Sama. This is Fry, the manga guy. I'm gonna give it to y'all tonight, man. How you doing tonight?
Oh, you know, another week.
Another week, man.
I guess. Yeah, another week. Another decent week of anime. Not too bad.
Not too shabby. Could have been a little bit better, man. Following up from last week, man. But I'm gonna tell you right now, man, it's one anime that's just not missing right now for me, and that's My Hero, man. Every week has been an enjoyable watch for sure. They bringing it hard this last season, man. You been watching anything, man? Keeping up with any other shows?
Yeah. So, for all my Has-Been Hotel fans, it ended last Wednesday. The second season ended. So
Oh no!
I got to deal with the finale. It was great. fucking phenomenal. Awesome, badass songs, badass fight. And then started a new one on the same day, funny enough. The Mighty Nine, for anybody who watches like Critical Role shows like Vox Machina. This is their newest one. The very first 3 episodes are dropped on Amazon Prime. So if you got it, go watch it. Super good. It is super good. Those first 3 episodes are phenomenal. Animation's still just as good as Vox Machina's was, but I like the characters in this one significantly better, at least in my humble opinion. Like, they're like, you got a badass monk who's investigating shit. We've got a jester who talks to a god that is, I guess, she acts like the god's usually around, but nobody else can see it, so she might just be crazy. I don't fucking know. Ford is a pirate, or not a pirate. He's like a seafaring dude. His ship gets destroyed, and he was stabbed when his ship got destroyed. But when he wakes up on the beach, he doesn't have a stab wound anymore, and suddenly he has magic powers. So he seems pretty cool too. And then we've got Caleb and Not the Brave, a human wizard who doesn't have any of his spell components, so he can't really do any of his magic until he gets some. And Not the Brave is a goblin who's pretending to be a little child when he goes into human villages. She goes into human villages. So, and she's a thief, and she's an alcoholic as well. So.
Fucking drinking ass goblin. Okay.
Yeah. They're fun characters. The plot so far has been very intriguing. There's war seems to be about to go on. These characters seem to be headed directly to being in that conflict. So, if that sounds interesting to anybody out there, I highly recommend it. First 3 episodes are very good.
What's the name of it?
The Mighty Nine. 9 is spelled Nein.
Right. Ooh, okay. Oh, you know what? I think I seen a promotion for this, man. I haven't checked it out yet, but I think I seen a promotion for it. Maybe like the other night or something. I was like, the Mighty Nine. What is that? Okay. Yep. You think it's something worthy of putting on our lineup?
The first 3 episodes so far, hell yeah.
Okay.
A lot of fun. Yeah. Okay. I'd put it on there.
Hey. What's going on? Is that Ray K?
That's what it looks like. Ray Cal, maybe?
Ray Cal 11? Yeah, what's going on, Ray Cal? Thank you for joining us tonight, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, man. I might have to check that out, man. I'm still watching, or I'm keeping tabs on the Banish court magician is now looking to be something blah 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 blah. I can't remember the whole name, man, but it's the Banish court magician. Yeah, they got like 5 or maybe like 6 episodes now. It's going in pretty hard. I mean, not going in pretty hard, man. It's a fun watch. You know what I'm saying? Anime's pretty cool, man. The plot is essentially what's in the name. He was banished from from being a court magician, man. He kind of linked up with his old crew that they all went to I guess magician school together or whatever, mage school. And now, he's going through, trying to become the best. So it's all right, man. He's supposed to be a badass mage too. On top of that, and this motherfucker knows magic, and he's nice with a sword too. So, it's pretty good watch, man. Let me think, man. Is there anything else that I've been watching not on our list? Nah, man. I think that's about it. I think last time I was up here, I talked about Last of Us. I haven't started season 2 yet, but that's coming down the pipe too.
We are missing one.
Yeah, what's up, Black Love by Design? Hey, 2 bitter guys, we missing one. Yeah, we are missing one. Boy, I had to take PTO today or tonight. um, but yeah, man. So, well, shit, man. Without further ado, you want to get into it? Our first anime tonight.
Heck yeah, let's do it.
All right, bet we got One Punch Man season 3, episode 6, Motley Heroes. Episode 6, man, of this One Punch season 3. It's more or less just another setup episode to the conflict, which is the heroes, S class heroes, grouping together, putting a plan together to go invade the Monsters Association. You have a Twitch, YouTube channel. Yeah, as a matter of fact, we're on YouTube as Where's My Anime. Exactly how it's spelled. Oh, we don't have Where's My Anime up here. But if you hit our QR code, you could scan our QR code. You can find our X, and then that'll also lead you to our URL for our YouTube. But if you just search in YouTube, Where's Our Anime, one word, you'll be able to find us out. But yeah, man, we got, we got the S here. We got King, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get the crew together with Saitama and stuff, man. I mean, it was just a little fun episode, just a setup episode, man. I really don't have too many comments on this, man. How did you like this episode?
I'm kind of right there with you. It's a little bland. It's a little boring. It's mostly, as you said, setup. It's neat getting to see all the S-class heroes, come together and sitting at the table and getting to see their personalities and egos kind of clashing. That was kind of neat. But other than that, I mean, there's not a lot going on. Like, you get some funny moments with King. People, assuming his food stains are blood and guts from various monsters, and like it's kind of the typical like jokes we've already heard before, so they don't really hit as well because we've already heard these before, and unfortunately we're just kind of like going over it again while waiting for the next cool thing to happen. Unfortunately, so far. You don't even get a lot of Saitama in this one. You only get him at the end of the episode. And he's just walking in a cave. Like, that's all we really get.
Yeah, because the previous episode before this one, he was opening the manhole going in. Like, all right, we get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's on their tail, but I don't know, man. The individual social link. I'm gonna post our YouTube link right here in the chat. You just pick that up.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, there's just not a lot to this one, unfortunately. I didn't really see any like major issues either, like any really major like animation issues or anything like that. So it ends up just kind of coming over as kind of like just a bland episode, to be honest. At least in my opinion on that one.
I mean, they kind of like highlighted King, you know what I'm saying? In the sense of where, they just highlighted more of his, I guess his, the people around him just assuming the best out of him, right? Like, when he showed up to the meeting and then the guy's like, yo, where you been at? And then those two, I guess agents or whatever you want to call them, was just like, oh, he was fighting, all night by himself, and we found him, fending off monsters, and like everybody was just like, oh, you know what I mean? Just
King being king, yeah, like,
yeah. Like,
he's like the embodiment of aura farming, basically. Like, this dude has no powers. He's not strong. He literally just like. He's in places and looks cool, and this causes people to be like, "Oh, he's the one who did it." Like, it's just, it's silly, but again, like it's the same old joke. So,
even when he showed up to after they made the plans, and they was about to head out and execute, right? And I remember one of the guys that's on the S class team. He was just like, yeah, King's all fired up.
Yeah, yeah. They say something about the like King engine is revving or something like that, and I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
Like, he's
yeah,
just chilling.
yeah. Yeah, I think on this episode, man, One Punch kind of missed the mark, man, because like the previous episode we had what's his name, man?
Garo or
Garu, yeah, Garu. We had Garu fighting the Monster King or whatever, and like that they just snapped away from that completely. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't get no aftermath. You don't get to see like the last thing that happened. Like no rollback, no call back to it or nothing. It's just like, all right, let's show you what the heroes are doing, and then let's set it all up, and then we'll give you a good episode next week, hopefully.
hopefully. We do get the funny little moment with Tornado though at the meeting, where she keeps getting like ignored, and she's like screaming in the background while everybody keeps ignoring her. That did crack me up because it's like as someone who does know a little bit more, like I've seen Tornado in action, so like I know exactly what this lady is like going to be doing here soon. So it's kind of cool to be like, oh my gosh, like maybe don't piss that one off.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we got like a little glimpse of her last season. But nothing too crazy, man. And I'm wondering too, man, when they gonna show who's the guy that always challenges Saitama thinking he's the fastest?
I think his name is like the something Flash or something like that.
Or is it like Silk or like Silk Sonic or something like that? Not Silk Sonic, but yeah, man, when we gonna see him again? Because we had like got a glimpse of him too, where apparently he like infused himself with the monster shit to get an upgrade. But we haven't seen him. We haven't seen him anymore.
Don't know on that one.
Again, man, just One Punch is fucking. I'm not gonna say all over the place, man, but like, fuck, yo, give us the shit we care about, man. Give us the shit that's gonna, carry us in this season. You know what I mean? I don't know how many episodes they have slated out, but it's episode 6, man. Like they got to get that shit in gear. But yeah, man, what you want to rate this episode tonight?
Like a 5, probably, just because of how it is.
Damn, that's a mid pack. A 5.
There's nothing that really happens. It's not like, don't get me wrong, I chuckled a little bit, but like there isn't anything super funny in the episode either.
Yeah,
like there wasn't any moment where I was like, okay, I'm glad I watched this. Like it was mostly like by the end of it, I was like, okay, I could have just watched this before I watched next week's.
Right. So, yeah. All right. Yeah, man. I'll give it. I'll give it a 6, man. I give it a 6 only because it was a pack of mid, man. But for me, I don't like King's character. But this episode, man, like he just made me laugh. Like it was just hilarious how the other characters were interacting with him. I don't particularly like the pacing of this episode. Like you know what I'm saying, let's get it on already. But and then Saitama, like shit, man, we only seen Saitama probably like 25% in the season so far. As far as him doing anything, other than Hot Pot and fucking, being, regular Saitama, like we haven't seen him in any action so far as well. So yeah, man, I give it a 6. I give it a 6. Hopefully they fucking turn the heat up for next episode.
Hopefully. Like, give us something. Like, it doesn't have to be Saitama, but to give us at least, like, something going on. I'm assuming next episode will be them attacking the Monster Association. Like, that's the only thing I can... Like, surely they can't extend this out even any further. Like, good lord.
They're taking a sweet-ass time, man. I don't understand. Like, yeah. I don't understand at all. But moving on, we got Gachu Akuda, season 1, episode 19. Watchmen series. I'll let you take the lead on this one, man. What did you think about this episode?
I enjoyed this episode. While not a huge amount of stuff happens, well, that's not quite true. While nothing like
Yeah,
majorly like kind of cool happens in this episode, we do get a lot of information in it. We learn a little bit more about the Watchmen series. We learn that the leader of these bandits or whatever they're called, I forget what their names are. But the leader of this group or whatever, he has been trying to create more of the Watchmen series. And when that didn't work, he ended up figuring out how to make artificial trash beasts.
yeah,
Which seem to be, if you create them, you get like some form of control over them. Seems to be the case. We also learn that they're not underground at all. They are
they're in a fucking trash beast.
Yeah, a giant trash beast. One that apparently can fly.
Right.
And that their plan is to cross the border in it to the sphere. So, I mean, like I said, just there's a big giant lore dump. We get to see Deer and what was his name? Like Bro or something? I forget what his name is.
But, dude, the pacifier?
Yeah, we get to see the pacifier kid and his friend or his dad, I guess. A little bit in action. We see what their treasured items are. One being, his headband. The other being, of course, the pacifier, which we all assumed it was going to be the pacifier. But his skill or power or ability, however you want to phrase it, is cool. Like, I love the whole, like, it's basically like every time he hits, that next hit's going to be that much stronger. Like, it builds.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like his character is more or less like a support character because in combat situations, I mean, like he's not a solo character, right? Like he needs to be with somebody else because, just because of his skill set. Because even like when he hit the wall, man, like he was hitting that wall like I don't know how many times before it actually started doing something, right? Yeah.
I mean, 100%. But it's like even like I don't even think he has to be a support though, because think about it, like if you put him in like a one-on-one, and every time like he would hit you, like the first several dozen probably aren't going to do anything, but that next one is always going to hit, and they don't put a time limit on it. From what we've seen, it's literally just the next hit. So for all we know, as long as he doesn't change targets, the next hit will be that much stronger.
Yeah.
So like he seems pretty neat. Like we didn't really get to see a lot of what the headband does, besides that it can like wrap around people and trap them, or he can like throw them and stuff. But at least with the pacifier one, it seems kind of cool. I also just like the character's like attitude, I guess. They just kind of crack me up. So I thought that was kind of neat. The kaiju girl got way too fucking pumped that they're in a giant beast man. So I'm very curious on what her stuff's gonna be.
Yeah. And I thought that was like a funny trigger for everybody. Like when everybody realized like, oh, this is a fucking trash beast. Like everybody antennas went up and it was like go time. Which brings me back to my next point, man. Like fuck engine, like fucking get it in the gear, bro. Damn, it's cleaning time, man. What are you doing?
I mean, he's ready to attack the trash beast. Like, you can't blame him for not attacking that guy. It's so obvious that attacking him would have triggered something, and Engine just wasn't going to do it. Like, he was just like, nah, I'm not going to do that shit.
I'm not blaming him for not attacking him. I'm just blaming him for just being stagnant and being in the same place. And maybe the timing and how the episodes are going, it just makes it seem like he's been in the same spot for so long and so much has happened. I mean, with Zonka and I forgot my boy name, and the other guy fighting and stuff. Like, it just been sitting there. If he wasn't sitting there, he's had some dialogue with him. Obviously, he's not gonna hit him, but he got some information from him about like what's happening in the sacrifices. His boss insinuating that he's gonna sacrifice the cleaners that are there to the trash beast, and they're like, it's just like, okay, cool, man, you got what you need. Get the fuck out of there and go find your teammates. Go find your squad. But that's how I feel about Engine. I'm just ready for him to fucking get busy, man. And then also too, man, like I feel like they made Rudo real stagnant right now. With this whole conversation between him and the Raiders boss kind of shit. Like, I thought this was going to be a pivotal point where we got to see action from like all the groups that got separated, and it'll be centered towards like what's happening between him and Rudo. But it hasn't quite gone like that. It's been more or less like conversation. We show you one fight, and then we're finally getting to a point where they want to fucking destroy the trash beast, right? Mm-hmm. Well, I guess 2 fights really, and then Scissor Chick kind of bailed out with the fucking gun, but nonetheless, though, like I don't know, man. I had higher expectations for how these scenes were gonna go, and for me, it just hasn't met those expectations.
I can see that. Like for me, like what's made me really enjoy this part is like we've got so much information. Like we got to get the flashback, like with Rudu or Rodo, however you say his name. We got to see his flashback with his father figure guy, the guy who adopted him essentially, and we got to know that one. Like I'm very curious where he got those gloves from because he left. Oh, now I lagged again. But before this, it insinuated that he had them in the house. But during that flashback, it was obvious he went somewhere to go get them. And then 2, he had a journal with the Watchmen series logo on it. So I'm even more curious about like 1, why was he killed? And then 2, how much did he know about the Watchmen series? Yeah. And I'm assuming that's going to be like the reason he was killed for some reason. But I mean, that's just me, just grasping. That might not be it at all, but it feels like it's going to be the reason.
I mean, yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of it. Like I'm just like while I would very much enjoy seeing some like good fucking battles between these raiders and obviously our cleaners and stuff. And I feel like next episode we're probably going to finally start getting some really cool moments. I was still very happy with like the information we got at least from this episode.
Yeah, for sure. It's just the fact that I just want to see Rudu in some type of action and Engine as well. And it also too, what you were saying, like it begs the question as well. Was the guy who was taking care of Rudu, like, was he, did he know the person who created the Watchmen series?
Maybe.
And then also too, like, we still don't know the people who killed him, and we also don't know the why to it. But I almost feel like there has to be another party involved, because obviously if the guys, because it was 2 of them, right? Like we all know it's the mask guy, but we all know also too that right now, I mean, it's probable that the angel guy took the person with the mask up there, right?
Yeah.
Or somehow. So it's like what is their motivations in all this too? Like, is there actually a side?
I think you're very right that there has to be a third party because as of right now, the angel dude and the masked dude who killed his father, like it's obvious they're not part of the Raiders.
Right.
So there's definitely has to be a third party. But what is this third party's intentions? Like, what is their whole thing themselves? Are they like trying? Are they like the leader of the Raiders? Are they trying to take down the sphere? Or are they more of a let's keep the status quo going type group? Like, how exactly are they going to play into all this? I'm not sure we'll get any of those answers this season because I feel like we're getting very close to the end of the season.
Yeah.
Especially it being episode 19, but those are definitely like answers that I hope at least get hinted at this season if we don't get actual answers.
It's gonna fucking suck if we don't, man.
Yeah.
And another thing too is like it would have been cool to see the head captain of the cleaners or somebody that's back at the HQ like, holy shit, like there's a huge trash beast emerging from the ground going into the atmosphere, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I am curious on exactly where they are.
Like, damn, yeah, that would have been cool to see.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Like, maybe they're so far away that they're like, there's nobody, living there. Because I mean, when you got like a teleporter, you can go basically wherever, and they do have the manhole teleporter person.
Yeah.
So, they could be just out in the middle of nowhere where no one would be able to notice them.
And you know what? Here's another thing too, man. We've gotten so much information and so many episodes. I don't know if anybody has forgotten this fact though, but we do know that Rudu's dad was fucking executed off the sphere, right?
Yeah.
And we still don't know his whereabouts or anything like that. So his dad is still a possibility.
Potentially, yeah, it's still a possibility. He could just be somebody who died from the fall, because we do know that is what tends to happen.
That is true.
But it also could be he's like Roto himself and he survived. Right now, I think the show is intentionally leaving that open until it's time to answer that.
Because he could be the angel dude. He could be the guy with the wings. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I don't know, man. I hope that we get some of the answers explained, and I hope they do it in a way that is enjoyable and entertaining at the same time. What do you want to rate this episode, man?
I'd probably give it a 7. Yeah. Good amount of information, good episode, and also to your last point, I have high hopes that Gacha Okuda will give us this in a very enjoyable way. So far, this anime, even though we jokingly call it the trash anime, it's honestly been very good. I've enjoyed the characters. The fights have been fucking cool. It's had its very funny moments, so I'm very hopeful, at least, in how they do this.
It's cleaning time, man. It's cleaning time. Yeah, man. I'm gonna give this one I'll give it a 7, man. It wasn't bad. We got a lot of information, like you alluded to, and I believe I don't know, man. Like, I would rate this one higher. I just want to see some kind of effort from Engine, man. I know I keep harping on that, but it's driving me fucking crazy, dude. And then also I like to see Scissors Chick, man, at least join back up with some of the other team members as well. So,
dude, me and Dap last week were just like, I loved her pulling that gun out and just blasting the shit out of her. Like, oh my, and Jabber in particular, that shit was hilarious. Yeah.
Jabber was still tripping out, man. When they started showing the episode, for me, man, I think I was talking to Dap or somebody, and I was like, either you gotta love it or you gotta hate it. You know what I'm saying? Because when I watched the episode, I had both emotions. One, because I felt like for them to be raiders and cleaners, and then for the raiders specifically, like for you not to have any kind of fucking countermeasure to a gun when you guys use all these crazy ass abilities and shit, it's like really a fucking a bullet is gonna fucking stop you, and not just stop, but like put your ass down, you know. I was just like, that's the part I kind of hated. But I love the part of her actually having it, and then she um kind of talked about how like she vowed like to put that down, and that's why she had her damn, what do they call it? A vital instrument, right? Like, she wasn't gonna be a killer anymore, kind of thing. So I like that part, love that part. I just didn't like how they had no counter to a fucking bullet.
Well, I like one of the things Damien brought up from I think it was him who brought it up, or maybe I don't know, whoever brought it up. He like one of the things I'm curious on is how common are guns? Because we've only seen one person have them.
Yeah.
So like that might kind of answer your question too. Like, why would they think of that if it's like so like super rare to even have a working firearm type stuff? Like, plus also like the cleaners are supposed to be the good guys. Like, why would one of the cleaners have a gun?
Take out trash.
Like, I get your point though too. Just like it is a little wild for her to just fucking pull it out and like end it.
Yeah, and that's interesting too, man. Because I feel like at this point, I believe Rudu's the only one from the cleaners and from the raiders right now that's from the sphere, right?
Yeah. Well, as far as we know, yeah.
Right. As far as we know, so we're assuming that everybody else is, native to the trash world or whatever. So with that being said, the way she was so surprised at it, like maybe that's some shit they only read in like history books or like books they found in the trash or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe that's not a common item in the trash world, but maybe because we know we did know like from like episode 1 or 2, like they were shooting at Rudy when he was at the spear, when he was like going through the trash and shit.
You're right. They did shoot at him up there. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So we did see that, but maybe in the trash world it's just like we don't, this is a legendary item.
I mean, it makes sense for the Spherites to not want anybody on the ground to have weapons. So maybe whenever they left the ground, whenever it was, like they took all the guns.
Yeah.
Pretty much, or took the majority of the guns, or something like that.
Yeah.
But
which also begs the question: how does she have one in working condition? Right.
Well, it looked like pristine working condition. That thing was shiny.
Yeah. I wonder how many bullets she got. And I also wonder if she would use it in front of anybody.
Well, I mean, she did make a comment about how, like, she was pretty sure no one would be able to hear her.
Yeah.
So, like, it was definitely intentional for her to, like, pull it out when she pulled it out. So.
But here's another question, too. I get it. She's a cleaner, right? But at the same time, it's like, if you're one of her comrades, like, why would you care that she carried one? Considering the fact that we already see one cleaner have a fucking water hose that can kill you off of one spray. Like,
I don't think it's really that the gun is like what would bother them. I think it's more that what the gun represents for her, and it's that past life where she was an assassin or a killer at least of some sort. Like, I think that's more what it is, because she talked about how she made a promise to engine him like herself. So her keeping it on her, while it doesn't technically, I think, break the promise, because the promise was more about not killing people. Yeah. that still is like a tie to that old self, and that's kind of like against more the spirit of the promise than the actual promise itself.
Okay, now that you brought that up, that brings on more questions. And here's why. Because I remember her saying that she was part of some type of assassin group. If that's correct, either one, we can't assume that she's only from the ground, right? Like, maybe she was in the sphere too. Because if she was a part of an assassin group on the ground, then that must mean that people have knowledge of guns being used. Correct?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe, I guess.
I mean, unless you're just not showing, or unless people don't know how you're killing your victims.
I mean, it
Right.
does make sense that they understand what guns are. Like, I would assume that, like, that's been at least passed on, where they, like, you know, through, like, maybe word of mouth or through history, or, like, history books or whatever. Like, I bet people know what guns are. It just seems like they're very rare. They're not something that's very common. On the ground, at least.
Well, I guess an assassin group wouldn't be common either.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's fair too. Yeah, like an assassin group, or like obviously would probably also wouldn't live like out in the open. They're not going to be like the cleaners where they have like a headquarters anybody can find.
Right. And here's my last thing about what's going on in this episode. Now that we have more information, why don't their collar communicators work? Because they're not underground, but they're in a trash beast. Is this trash beast just so massive that comms are not working still?
I wonder if it's more something to do with like because they're like inside of the trash beast. Maybe it's like some interference because of that.
Well, that's the other thing too. Like we know now that commonly trash beasts like emit like toxins from them, depending on how strong they are, right? But this one isn't like that. It's unique in that way.
To be, that seems to be more because it's a artificial trash beast,
right?
More than anything, or at least that's what I am thinking, is that it will be more because it's artificial. It's not that it like the other trash beasts, like their whole thing is that anima basically piles up in the trash, and eventually that causes a trash beast to be born. So maybe because of that, like that anima essentially like gets corrupted by the very trash that it's like around. Whereas when it's artificial, it's made by the anima of the person who creates it. So if your aura isn't, filled with trash, or anima is filled with trash or whatever, obviously the trash beast that you create doesn't have that as well. Or at least that's kind of my thought process on it.
Yeah. Fair enough. My last thing here before we move on.
He says again.
Well, the very last thing before we move on. The Watchmen series, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we hear the Raider leader talk about the Watchmen series, and like it was one originator, and we found out more information about it can also make you, if the wrong user has it, it can make you confused, delirious. It can consume you, kind of thing. And
mad.
Right, makes you mad, right? And then he was like, "But you, Rudu, you're still here, you're competent, blah blah blah." He makes it seem so important, but at the same time, it's like he asked. If I'm not mistaken, he asked the question like, "Could you imagine what would happen if somebody had the whole series?" Right? Doesn't he say that?
Yeah, he was imagine like if somebody wore the whole set.
Right, if somebody wore the whole set,
like what would happen?
And it's interesting that that's not like one of his goals either, right? Like. Obviously, because he put ammo boots in the fucking trash beast. Yeah. Like, I don't know if they actually disappear, if they're still there or not. but it
It
was
looks like they're
kind of
still there from what it looks like. They're like stabbed into it, and it's like
yeah,
drawing power from it to make the trash beast stronger.
yeah. But
Um,
does that mean that it can't be destroyed though?
I don't know on that front. Like, who
Right.
knows on that? But one of the things I kind of had a question on with it was like, or not had a question on, but one of the things I thought was neat with that interaction was that like he insinuates that he himself is like Rudo as well, where he hasn't gone mad.
Maybe.
And well, I mean, think about it. Like Amu was fucking crazy, or whatever her name was. Like she was batshit insane. But we also don't know if it was the boots that made her
Right.
insane. Like,
Correct, because she had a hard life.
yeah. I mean, she also seemed kind of batshit insane even before she was grabbed by that dude. So,
I mean,
but we also
yeah.
know at least that guy, he did also seem like corrupted
Yes.
by it. So,
Yes.
and then like when the guy talks about like, you know, it causing you to go mad, and Rudu, of course, hasn't. He says something about like, what is it you're missing? Like, what piece of humanity have you lost,
Yeah.
or something like that?
Yeah.
So, and of course, Rudu like has his like little flashback of, you know, being on the sphere and all that type of stuff after that. But it's like, it's supposed to be like his empathy's gone or something? Because not that can't be it, because he obviously empathizes with other people. Like we've
Right.
seen that. So like I'm very curious on like what's supposed to be different about him. Is it just his hands? Like, is that what it is? Like I'm very curious to see like what makes someone special enough to not get turned insane by these fucking vital treasures or whatever they're called.
Yeah. I don't think it's necessarily missing though, because if you remember back in the Amo arc, he kind of fucking, you know, has that bloodlust once he like remembers or no, when he finds out that the angel guy was carrying the guy with the mask that looks similar, well, that was the masked guy who killed his killed the man who was raising him, his adopted father or whatever. And remember, like he snaps into like that mad rage, which also could be caused by his vital instrument. And also too,
Maybe.
we also see that the cleaner lady also seen that within him already when she first analyzed him when he came to the headquarters. So it could be a thing of maybe it isn't quite missing, but he's learning to live with it.
Maybe like it could be,
Or
like,
it's a constant struggle. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. It might be. Maybe that's like the piece he's missing. Is like most people, you know, don't have a rage that just stays inflamed, and Rudo maybe always has, but he has learned to kind of live with it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we know that he's like gotten into brawls constantly when he was younger, and obviously he was willing to like break all the rules. We see that even when he's, you know, kind of he's his older self when he broke in and like was stealing trash and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
it's obvious that like there is something in him that makes him like rebel against others, or against at least the rules.
For sure.
But I don't
Yeah.
know.
That's all interesting, man. What did we already do our rating?
We did. We both did a 7.
Oh, for sure. All right. Fair enough. All right, man. Well, shit. Let's move on to our last anime of the night. Where we at? My Hero Season 8, Episode 7 from Aizawa. Aizawa.
It's their teacher, Mr. Ayazawa. He's the one who.
Oh, yeah.
Eraserhead.
Yeah, please Eraserhead me, please. Yeah, man. So, My Hero back with another banger, man. Let me just start this off by saying that My Hero has showed up and showed out in this season. It's final season, season 8. If you're not watching My Hero, or if you're not caught up, man, get your ass in the gear and get caught up, because season 8 is nothing to be fucked with. I'll put my stamp on that one, man. Probably one of the best seasons of My Hero. We got Deku, man. Well, first, it's so many things going on in this episode. But Shigarami, Deku being inside, his mental, and then also seeing, damn, man, I think he was calling her. Is she the fourth? The grandma.
No, she's the fifth, I believe.
She's the fifth, right?
Yeah.
I hate when they be calling each other which all for one you are, or one for all that you are. Like oh yeah, third, he's seen this too. You know what I mean? I'm like, what the fuck, man? But anyway, that whole interaction with Shigarami as a child, and having fifth, one for all in there, and like seeing Deku again show that empathy and shit, what was going on, and just seeing from the flip side of what Shigarami was going through and why he ended up the way he did, and then also too the way he blamed himself. That was super dope. And then of course the interaction of when Deku was trying to hold on to him and he fucking lost his arms and shit, and it came back to fucking reality, his fucking arms were gone. I was like, oh shit, this is it. I'm like, damn, they about to wrap this shit up in the next episode. I instantly thought that in my mind, this was gonna be done the next fucking episode. Deku's out here fucking no sleeves, no arms. I'm like, he's fucking done. And then, you got Eraserhead coming through. They came through the portals like fucking Avengers on Endgame and shit.
Yeah, I thought that
too. I was like, damn, yo. Oh, man, shout out My Hero, man. But I don't want to go over the whole episode, man. But those are just some of my highlights that I liked about the episode. And just fucking well done, man. But yeah, man, what'd you think about it?
So I agree with you the whole time. The episode was suspenseful. We had our it also has its heartfelt moments.
Yeah,
in multiple places, not just one and then done. We have the moment where Fifth stands up to the illusionary sun. Finally is able to get into Shigaraki's headspace because she finally released her guilt, because she understood I fully understand why she did what she did. She was terrified that her son would be used by All for One, and I get why she gave him up for his safety, but unfortunately, we see what that led to. Right. Though we did find out, which I was like, of course.
I didn't even want to touch on it.
Dude. All for One is just a right fucking bastard. Holy shit. This motherfucker not only found one of the successors of All for One's children, but then got the motherfucker to have another child because his current child was already too old, and he believed that he couldn't mess with her essentially enough to be able to get her to where he wanted her to be. So he convinces the dude to have another child, gets this guy to down a darker path, so he's quite willing to beat his own fucking children, and then messes with the guy, gives him a shittier version of the bad guy who can break things down and then recreate them, gives him the shittier version of that so that it's Decay on just all the setup that fucking All for One did is insane. Like, we already knew that this guy was fucking brilliant and, you know, thought 10, 20, 30 steps ahead. But fuck, like, like, for me, it's the patience. Like, that's what kind of blows me away with him, is this dude just was so willing to just wait and, like, set it up so that he
The
would
long game.
Yeah, it's the long game. Like, it's
The long game.
like it's a little ridiculous, just like any character who's kind of like this,
Yes.
and like plans far ahead is just a little ridiculous. But it's still, it feels so good because at the same time, it just makes you like realize just how much of like a bad guy this dude was. Like, he was
Terrible.
willing to do all this just for this opportunity. And then, of course, it ended up working out for him. Now he's taken over Shigaraki. Shigaraki's mind seems to be even more split up. Like, All for One says that he's dead, but so far I don't think he truly is. I bet there'll be a moment where he comes back. But at least his mind is just broken, because once he found out that he didn't have any choices in life, like, that just, like, that was the worst mental wound he's ever fucking taken.
Yeah.
I like you. I loved that, you know, Midoriya loses his arms, and then when he comes back, they're completely fucking gone. Like, that was a fucking wild moment. But that, like I said, that's when we finally get our next two heartfelt moments. The first one, we get to see Aizawa. I forget what it's something Mike. And of course, their old childhood friend from UA. We get the moment where he's able to convince him to help them out. That's a good little moment. It makes all the times we see them interact with him and the previous.
Hold on. Hey, time out real quick. I told you guys a couple of episodes ago. Remember, I asked about him. I said, "Yo, where's he at, man? Like, is he still in that mental state where they can't talk to him and shit?" Remember, I asked you guys. This is like maybe like 2 episodes back. I have been wondering about this.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. Like, I remembered something with him happened in season 7, but of course I couldn't remember exactly what, because it's been a bit since I had watched season 7. Yeah. And then of course we get to see that in the flashback, is that he of course had snatched Aizawa away when they were fighting Shigaraki. But I love, like I said, I loved getting to see that part where they finally like get him to help him again. That's our next heartfelt moment in this episode. Yep. And then when he's gathering all of his friends and stuff, that just kind of continues it. Yeah. And then we get our third and like, in my opinion, final one for that episode, and it's with Ari, or I never can say her name right, but the little girl.
Rewind chick.
Oh my god. The little girl coming with the broken fucking horn. And it's like, I want to sing to Midoriya when he gets. Oh my god, dude! Like, tears. I was just like, protect the little one.
Yeah, man. And you know what, man? Like, they did it in such a good way, man. It wasn't cheesy at all.
No, cheesy. It wasn't like rushed or anything.
No,
like
it's good pacing. Good episode, man. Yeah. It's a fucking good episode, dude. Really And I didn't interrupt you before, but when you think about All for One, like, this was actually his fail-safe plan, right? Like, he put a plan in place just in case Shigarami wasn't up to the task of fucking beating Deku and everybody else. Just in case, if they were able to penetrate his mind, that he was gonna be able to come out and fucking suppress him and still get the fucking job done. Like, god dang, bruh. This wasn't a physical. Yeah, this wasn't a physical thing. Like, this was just all a mental failsafe that he put in place just for Shigarami fighting Deku. Like, damn it, dude.
Well, I mean, it didn't feel like it was just for Deku. It was more like if Shigaraki wasn't willing to do the deed, this was the final little, you know, as you said, failsafe to fully take over.
Yeah,
So yeah. Like I see your point on that one. It's just fucking crazy. Like again,
yeah,
like is it a little ridiculous? Yeah, but
of
man, is
course.
it cool?
Yeah, and I wouldn't just say for Deku, but like, because you also got to think too. Even when All For One was still in his other body or shit, and he wanted to go ahead and fuse with them, or whatever he was gonna do with them, take over his body, and Shigarami was like, "No, master, like I got this and shit." Like he refused him then, right?
Yep.
And he didn't even like he didn't like, well, shit, like I might have to go to Plan B or whatever. He was just like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna just try to destroy Bakaru or whatever. And like that's what I mean though. Like if somehow he was defeated, he probably knew it was gonna be mentally right. And in that scenario, I got their ass. Like
Yeah.
that's some mastermind shit, man. Shout out All For One, shout out Eisen.
But yeah, I don't know. Like the whole episode, just
Fire,
fucking great, and I love that
fire,
all of his friends get there,
fire.
and like fucking Minetta's the one who's the one who says like the line of something about Midoriya makes it where if he stands up, we all are gonna stand up. Like like it really shows how much of a symbol Midoriya has became. Not just, to like the people he saved, but also to like his fellow heroes.
Yeah.
Like he is the person. He's becoming just like All Might. Like he's the symbol of heroism, and in my opinion, like a little bit better than All Might in the sense that he's more of the empathetic hero, who's willing to, instead of just take the person down, try to empathize with them and understand their pain.
Yeah.
And
All Might would never.
Well, I don't know. All Might would maybe try, but also at the same time, All Might, like,
There's no other option. I gotta beat his ass.
well, he kind of grew up more in like a war-torn country, whereas Midoriya grew up in the peace era. So like that really changes the way you look at a battle. And like All Might, in his eyes, putting a battle down as quickly as possible saved the most lives. Whereas Midoriya sees it as everyone deserves to be saved.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like it's so good. Like this just at the end of the day, it's just was such a good episode. I fucking loved it.
Yeah. Do you still think that All Might needs to survive this?
I do, mainly because, like, I think he needs to at least survive this to see the end.
Okay.
Like, maybe after that he doesn't have to, but I do think he needs to survive till the end.
Yeah. And I'm also curious to see where this goes to because, was it One For All? Like Deku doesn't have it anymore, right?
That's something I'm very curious about. This, like, because I think he still technically has like One For All, just like All Might technically still has it, but like, can he still use like the strength and stuff? And he just doesn't have the quirks in him anymore. Like that's the thing I'm kind of confused on. Like, is he gonna just not have like Black Whip and all the other cool quirks anymore, or or because all those were transferred, he's not even going to have like that amplified strength anymore, and he's basically going to be like the first wielder of One For all over again.
I guess we gotta find out on the next episode. Shit, man. Yeah. Guess we gotta find out, man. My predictions for the next episode, I think, man, honestly, I really don't have a prediction. Obviously, we're gonna see a fucking clash of the. I mean, it's not even a clash of the Titans because right now, Deku's down and out, man. I mean, he got his arms back and shit, but
if he doesn't have powers, he's fucked.
Yeah, but that's the thing too, man. Like doesn't rewind like how far back did they fucking rewind though?
They said that rewind, like that horn, was only able to do 2 to 3 minutes.
Shit, that's right. Golly. I don't know, man.
Like one of the things, like for me, like my predictions are kind of gone. Like, like last week when me and Dap were talking about it, like taking Shigaraki out through like the mental state was the only way I really saw them winning with the way his powers were at that point. Like I didn't see a way for them to beat him in a physical contest. And now they're basically back at that point. Like it's now a physical contest. And I'm not really sure how they win.
Or is it? Or is it?
I mean, because right, it might not be. Maybe they'll attack. Maybe they'll attack both sides. Maybe it'll be a little bit of like.
I think that's a strong prediction, man.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like I'm very curious though. Like I can't wait for the next one.
Yeah, for sure. Well, shit, man. I'm gonna give this. I'm giving this fucking episode a 10, man. I don't give a shit. It was that good, man.
I think it's.
Come on, man. Come on with it.
I think I've got to go with a 10 too.
Look, and
it was so good. It was an awesome episode. I had a blast watching it.
Yep.
We get good, like, suspenseful moments. We get very good heartfelt moments. Like, the only thing that I would say is kind of missing in that episode is just a good, like, brawl. But you don't have to have a good brawl to have a good episode.
No, you don't.
Yeah, like, if it's not a 10, it's a 9.5. Like, that, like, it's definitely up there.
Here's why it's a 10, man. Because you can't tell me anything you did not like about this episode.
I mean, I think you're right. Like, there's definitely nothing. Yeah. Like, I loved every moment of it. Like, it was great.
That's why it's a 10 for me, man. Because it was nothing in this episode. I was just like, man, nah, that's bullshit. There's nothing in here, man. It's a good episode. Great episode. My hero, keep doing your thing, man.
Oh, yes, please.
You got any further comments or any other questions or anything you want to go over?
I think I'm good for all our people watching. We are probably ending a little early to people who watch us on the regular. We don't have that, so we thought we might like limit it a little bit this week. But other than that, like, God, I can't wait for like. I'm ready for next week. I want more My Hero. I want more, honestly, of all the animes we're watching.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Man, we might have to do a fucking My Hero special, man, when the last episode airs.
I mean, I'm down for it.
we might just have to do a fucking My Hero special on that, man, because I don't see it being bad, man. Like, I don't see it being bad at all.
Not if they keep it to what it's at right now. Not at all.
Dude, and that's 7 fucking episodes, bro. 7 episodes. Not one bad one.
Like, I don't think this season, I don't think anything's been below. I'm not even sure. Either a 7 or an 8. I don't think I've had anything below either of those.
Same here, man.
Yeah, like,
same here.
A solid season. For
sure. Well, yeah, man. Well, Fry already said it, man. We had a little condensed show tonight. Thank you for tuning in. We were live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X. If you check the comment section, I put our YouTube in there. And that's something I probably will start doing. Probably just put all our socials in the comments whenever we start, so you guys can see that. And follow us, like, subscribe, man. We appreciate every single one of your views tonight. And with that being said, we appreciate y'all. We out.
Peace out.
And that's a wrap. Thank you for watching another episode of Where's My Anime.
Great appreciation to those who liked, subscribed, and viewed today's episode. If you agree with what I said today or disagree with what Dab had to say, please drop it in the comment section. We will reply. And as always, I'm your boy Jay Sama.
And I'm down. We'll catch you on the next season, the next episode of Where's My Anime?
You heard?